Alright, in this screencast I will be showing you how to do video analysis with Logger Pro. And so the very first thing that I'm going to do is insert my movie into Logger Pro. And so I don't know if you can see this at the top of my screen, but I'm clicking the menu Insert button and Insert Movie. The window of the screencast may not have captured that, but that's what I did. Insert Movie. And the one that I'm interested in happens to live on the desktop, and there it is. Now, a word about the movies. You need to make sure that the movie is compatible with Logger Pro. Logger Pro can't import all kinds of movies. I believe it can import .mov files, which are default for Apple products at least, and maybe some other phones too. So now I've got this video here. What's this a video of? Oh, this very handsome gentleman seems to be dropping a golf ball in a well-appointed physics lab. Alright, so there's that. And so with Logger Pro I can stop, I can rewind, I can do all that, all kinds of stuff. I can, let's see, can I expand it? No, I can't. But one thing that I can do, and you may not be able to see this, is to advance frame by frame. And so what we're going to be doing is doing some frame by frame analysis. And so I'm queuing it up actually to a point where I'm just about to drop the golf ball in the movie there. Alright, so now that I'm at that point and I know how to navigate the movie in Logger Pro, I clicked on this button which said Enable Video Analysis. And so there's these set of buttons that come up here. And so it may be too small for you to see, but the first thing that I'm going to do is click Set Origin. It's this third button down, and I'm going to say that the origin is right there where I dropped this golf ball from. And see that rectilinear set of axes comes up. And what I'm going to do is actually bend them a little bit so that the vertical axis points straight down along the path that the ball is going to take. The camera frame was tilted a little bit, and so I'm setting the y-axis to be tilted along the path that I know that the ball is going to be falling. Okay, next thing that I'm going to do is do what's called set scale. And I know in this video that I happen to drop it from a height of 1 meter. So I guess that fourth button down, set scale, I clicked it, then I dragged a line, and as soon as I released on the mouse, this menu came up, and it says, how large was that green line that you just indicated? And I'm like, Logger Pro, that line was 1 meter. I could have called it another distance. You may have something different with your scale in your video analysis. But you need to make sure that the thing you're saying is the scale marker is in the same plane as the object that you're doing the analysis of. So I needed to have something roughly as far away from the camera as that golf ball I was dropping was. Okay, so what I'm going to do again is go forward and back until just the moment when I drop the golf ball. And so I chose the second point down, the second button down, Add Point. And so in this frame, that's where the golf ball is. I just clicked it, and see this point came up here? I know that this is probably too small for you to see, and in fact it's even a little hard for me to see. But whenever you click a point, it automatically advances to the next frame to prompt you. It's like saying, where is the golf ball now? And I'm like, oh, it's fallen that much. And I can see that in this frame it's fallen that much, and now I'm moving to another frame where I can see more clearly where it's fallen. It's there, then it's there. I'm doing a little bit of a sloppy job here. That's okay for me, but you need to be careful in your analysis. Now it's down there, and now it's there. Okay. So let's look what I have here. It populated this graph. And what's it graphing? X in the red and Y in the blue. So I left click and I'm like, Logger Pro, I only want you to graph the Y, because after all there's no X movement there. And I'm like, Logger Pro, you know what, you need to I want you to scale this. Oh, I guess it has this weird point. What is that weird point? Oh, it's this one. I accidentally clicked on that. Oh, and I accidentally clicked again. This gives me a chance to show you that if there's a point that you want to eliminate, you highlight it with the select point, and delete. Okay, great. So now this is what I've got. And so that's a graph of the y position. Let's say I want to insert, I'm going to go to Insert, Graph, and graph this y velocity. And it would be nice if I could make those windows each the right size. I'm going to go to Page, Auto Arrange, which is also Control R, so now everything's nicely arranged there. So here I can be like, what curve does this look like? I'm going to go to Curve Fit for this y, because I wonder if it's quadratic. Try Fit. Ooh, that looks pretty good. Okay, and then it displays the fit that it came up with, and oh look, there's a term that might be of some physical significance. Now my y velocity as a function of time, I think we're seeing my sloppiness. I would expect that to be a linear, but it is not a very high fidelity line. You can always change what graph something is graphing by left clicking on the graph, on the y-axis label. There you go. I leave it to you to ask good questions and answer them. Logger Pro Video Analysis.